Okay, you can do better than that. Come on, show your love. Andale, give it up. Yo también soy guapo, cállate, semen. I don't know what you're thinking, this old guy. Maybe one of you. Let's say a student. One student here thinks I'm kind of cute. Where are you? One student. Right here, girl. Come here. Andale, let me shake your hand. Come on, let me shake your hand. Thank you very much, okay? Espárate aquí. What's your first name?
Samantha.
Monday?
Samantha.
Samantha?
Yeah.
Thank you, Samantha. Stay right there. Some of you people are laughing for saying I'm kind of cute. I'm buying you lunch. Come here. Here's $10. Have lunch on me. Anybody think I'm kind of cute? They say. You know, I guess the first lesson I want to teach you is this. It's not important what you think I look like. What's important is what I think I look like. Am I correct? I was here earlier watching all the cholitos walk by. And I was in the bathroom and saw these two guys going like this. Que guapo, mijo. That was you, I know ese, okay? You know, it's amazing. Here we are. And an opportunity to make a difference. You came from all over the country. Yes, all schools are represented here. But it's amazing, you ever wonder why some people, when you see such speakers as a Peguin or a Sammy, to come up here and give a message with such power and authority. Am I correct? And when they talked about those that don't had the understanding, but they had the authority. And these speakers had to, one more time, un aplauso for great people that I love. Did you ever wonder what makes the difference? What is the difference between some people that are successful and some people that are average? I wonder, have you ever thought about that? There's a difference, those that make it and those that want to make it. And you know, I want not to brag too much, Dr. Andrade. But you know, I want people to say, Jimmy, have you earned the right to be here? My first 6 months, I was in sales. I made 65000. Is that impressive, yes or no? Yeah. Oh, excuse me, I forgot the decimal. Boom. $650. And people say, what happened? My manager called me and he goes, Jimmy, have you ever been to those exit interviews? Anybody? I walked in and said, Jimmy, you can't sell. I said, just a minute. I have my reasons. Mis razones. I know my reasons. He said, what's your reason? Well, number one, I blame my parents. Why not? They couldn't speak English. I said, no. He said, Jimmy, that's no good. He said, how about the second one? How about the year I work? And I was in San Diego, California. I said, how about the year I work? There are a bunch of rednecks. He goes, cállate, Jimmy, this area is 80% Mexican. So he took that out. How about reason number 3? How about I had one suit. The first suit I had was green. Can you imagine the color of my skin? You thought I had yellow jaundice. Andale. I'll never forget this. He looked in the drawer, pulled out a mirror. He says, mijo. Well, he didn't say that, okay? He goes, Jimmy. Who do you see in this mirror? I said, I see myself. He goes, maybe that's your problem. I don't want to see is my what? Problem. I wanted to we have a society, and talk to speakers out there, talk to anybody you want to. We live in a society that's become victimized, am I correct? People want to blame people. I see Latinos. I want to blame Pancho Villa. Is that good to blame? Porque fue Pancho Villa that chased my granddaddy out of Mexico. I won't blame him, okay? Why not? I can't do that, am I correct? I have to look in the mirror. Every student here, every individual, you have to look in the mirror. Why is it you're here? What is it you want to make a difference in your life? Whose life do you want to change? Is it humanity, is it society, or is it only your own accord? That I've learned a long time ago, that we have to get rid of the bugs And there's bugs in your family. There's bugs in our society. And see, Latinos, there's bugs in la raza. Do you know that? And I'm not talking about roaches. What am I talking about? Look at the word B-U-G-S. You got it? And the B is bitterness. And the U is unforgiveness. Y el G is grudges. And the S is selfishness. Am I correct? Now do you understand the bugs? Have you heard of people that are so bitter and the most miserable people I've ever in my life? Am I correct? You have to learn to forgive. And there's people here, you have not forgiven your mom and dad. Y padres, you're not forgiving who? Your children, am I correct? Think about that. How many parents besides me in here ever bailed a child out of jail? Come on, where are you? How many of you kids been in jail? Andale. How many here besides me ever had a child on drugs? What happens if I didn't forgive my children? Hey, how about me? What if my wife didn't forgive me? Am I correct? You sure hit it? I had bugs. Yeah. I grew up con el machismo. Not the positive, but the negative machismo. My dad was a great provider. He was something else. Well, he was something else. I grew up with that. So when I got married, I'm going to try it. I got married to my wife, Laurel. Let me show you what I mean. Don't move. You're going to be Laurel for a second, okay? We got married. I said, sit down. She did. I said, cállate, this is easy. Okay, I said, Laura, I want you to know in my house, mi casa, yo soy el jefe, the boss. You will never go out. In fact, I will maintain the Mexican custom. I will keep you pregnant and barefooted. And when I come home at 2 o'clock in the morning, you shout, rise! And cook breakfast for all 12 of us. Fíjate bien, ready? We want huevo rancheros with a lot of tortillas and frijoles. You see, my wife is white. I make sure she understood. I'll never forget, like you look at me right now, young lady. She looks, she's no, Jimmy, I think you better shut up. I said, cállate, thank you, thank you, thank you. At that moment, my wife showed me she's also a what? Human being, am I correct? That was 1975. My wife gave me an official machoectomy. I wonder how many of you need machoectomies or machoectomies before they destroy your family or your friends? Yes or no? Or the community or the Latino movement? Because la envidia. Am I correct? And by the way, a lot of times my wife don't get a chance to travel with me. She is today. Travel with me. And I want you to meet my wife, Laurel. The lady gave me a machoectomy. Laura, please. Would you please stand me? Señora. And you know, I got this little card I put on your seat. And it says what? Why? You know what? I'm going to give you a quick story, see if it makes any sense. Come with me. Don't get as old, you know, young or old as people. But I'm going to take you serious, show you where I'm headed. Many years ago, there was two guys. One guy was named, I'm sure glad I did. And the other was, I wish I did it. Help me out. What was his name? I'm sure glad I did. What was his name? I wish I did it. Come with me. They're both in high school. No, excuse me, middle school. They're sitting in the stands watching all the high school kids run. And all of a sudden, I'm sure glad that they say, you know, someday I'm going to be so good. I know I can. I know I can be good. He told his brother, what do you think? We can run fast. We'll win. Someday we'll go to the Olympics. I wish I did. He said, ¿Estás loco ese? Vato, cállate. You're crazy, dude. He goes, what do you mean? No, we're a small town, we'll never make it. But I'm sure glad that it got up. He went out there, started running by himself. He ran the summer. In high school he ran. He started winning here. He won everywhere. All of a sudden, after so many years, he got so good, he won the nationals. And then he went to trials for the Olympics. And he qualified for the men's 400 meters. All I can say is, I know my why now. I'm sure glad I did. And all of a sudden he got to where he went to the Olympics. I love to watch the Olympics. One of my favorite things is track and field. He gets up there and wins the quarterfinals, semifinals. He qualifies for the finals. There he is. 10 men lined up. And there's 100,000 people in the stands, am I correct? Waiting. And he gets there. He knows I paid my dues. I discovered my why. I know I can make it. Please, I know I can make it. He gets up there. And the starter says, get yourself set. I love to watch this. Ready? They go like this. Ready? Set. And all of a sudden, boom. And he takes off running. Everything he's ever learned, he puts it right there in those few minutes, forget that, right? About 40-something seconds. He curves, he goes around the first curve, runs around, he hugs that curve, getting the straightaway. He comes around to the next curve, the final curve. There's 100,000 people shouting, cheering, go, 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 go. He didn't hear a thing. All he could hear is his heart thumping, boom, 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 boom. And all of a sudden he gets over there and he just throws his arms out like this. And all of a sudden he stops. Everybody's screaming. He gets where? He feels the tape right here. And yes, he did win. And everybody runs, does his victory lap. He's so excited. And then you've seen it to have the stages, second, third, the gold and the bronze and the silver. He gets up there on the gold stands and he nods his head as they place the gold medal around his neck. And then all of a sudden he hears a sound and he looks and he sees at a distance the most beautiful color he's ever seen, the red, white, and blue. And they play the national anthem and he just stands there. And I'm sure I'll be crying too. Tears coming down his face. All I can say is, help me out. I'm sure glad I did. And all of a sudden the judge says, come on down. He goes, no, cállate, I like it up here. Am I correct? You've been there. You've won something. You made a good grade. You got a good promotion. You want to stay in that presence. But you see it's a short time. Now you got to step out of your comfort zone. Am I correct? Step out of your what? Step out of your what? To the next level of your life. And here you're only at one level here. He gets down, go back to school, gets out of school. He runs, he knows there's an empty gas station here. I'm going to own this station here. I think I'll own this one, this one, this one, this one. But he needed help. He calls his friend. Hey, I'm sure glad I got an idea. Why don't you come with me? And we'll get together and tell you what, you be my partner. I got my life savings. I got $1,000. What do you think? I wish they'd say, that's local. You're crazy, man. He said, I got tuition. I got loans. I can't do that. And he hung up on him. But I'm sure glad they went out there. And yes, he got this gas station. He owned this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Before he had a few of them. After school, he got his master's in business. Then when he got more gas stations. And he came up with a word you may have heard of. It's called franchise. And he started franchising it. Before you know it, he had 500 convenience stores. Then he was driving out of the country one day and he noticed the city was going north. He noticed there was a sign, for sale, 200 acres. He says, you know what? I could develop that and build a mall, businesses. I could have everything in my life. Wait, I'll tell you what, I need some help. Goes to the phone, picks up Buddy, because his best friend was who? I wish I did it. He calls his friend, he goes, come with me. Come, I need a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Come with, I know you can help me. Please help me. You'll be my partner. I just want your help. I love you to death. But I wish that they'd said, you know what, friend? My wife's pregnant with a 5th child. I got these student loans. I got the mortgage. Tengo esto, and what? And the rest of it, am I correct? But I'm sure glad I went out there and invested. He developed this land, humongous mall. And of course the city went out there and he became a multimillionaire. By the way, don't get as old as these folks, okay? Is that cool? But they're now, 40 years has passed. He's 96 years old. He's retired. He can't drive anymore. But he volunteers, guess where? The VA. To help who? The veterans. He walks out down, there's a bus stop. He always catches the bus. He sits down there. You ever see ancianos? You've seen them, haven't you, old folks? What do they do? Help me out. I don't know why. Someday we're going to rock one. Relax, okay? And all of a sudden someone says next to him, he goes, hey, I know you. I know you. No me digas. You're I'm sure glad I did. Yeah, I wish that they got up and embraced, hugged each other and says, haven't seen you in 40 years. And then there was a pause. And I wish that they said, you know what, friend? You gave me a lot of chances. You gave me a chance to do this and do that, and I never took it. I never took the chance. Maybe I wish I would have found my what? Why? But I'm sure glad he got up. He couldn't run fast. He was an old man. Okay, he got up. He goes, you know what, man? Cállate, man. Let me tell you, cállate. ¿Sabes qué? I'm going to tell you something right now, man. I got millions. I've invested everything. Last year, my corporation foundations, we gave away $100 million, and we still got $500 million left. And if I had to do it all over again, all I can say is, I'm sure glad I did. And you know, you probably say, pues, ¿qué es tu punto? What's my point is this. I have given you a card here, and it says there, I'm sure glad I did, or I wish I did. Guess why? And on the back side, I want you, before you leave Sunday morning, write down your why. Why are you in college? Why do you want to get in politics? Why do you want to make a difference? And I want you to write this down. No one's going to see you. I want you to fold it up, put it in your wallet. Next time you see me on this platform, across the street, anywhere, I want you to wave at me. Say, hey, Jimmy, ese vato. Hey, dog. Be mexicano, my Chile dog. Hey, Chile. Give my attention, and I want you to do is kind of wink at me. Hey, ese, give me a wink. What you're telling me, they're placing a gold medal around your neck. And you're telling me, Jimmy, I found my why. I know what I'm going to do. I know my role now to go help mi raza, mi gente. We have an obligation. Everything's been said today. I ditto and ditto and ditto of this organization. I love this organization. When Juan calls, I say, where you want me? You can't say no to this man. Because, by the way, we're not done, are we? Because I want you to know, everyone in this room, you must discover your why. Am I correct? And tell me, I'm sure glad I what? Did. Everybody, I'm sure glad I what? Did. Gracias. May God bless you. Have a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.